Welcome back to your practice, everyone. As you can see, I am decked out in orange. I am definitely in the fall spirit, and actually this week is Thanksgiving week here in the US. So in the spirit of really bringing out gratitude and giving thanks, I first and foremost want to say thank you, all of you, for being a part of this family, a part of this community. It really means so much to be able to connect with you and to practice with you. Today's class is a little flow that is meant to bring out that gratitude and appreciation for just how amazing we can be. Our minds, our spirits, and our bodies are capable of so much possibility, and this class really is sequenced in the intention of just giving yourself plenty of gratitude. So I have here 2 blocks. You can have whatever props you would like. You can have bolsters, pillows, blankets, blocks, whatever is cozy and comforting for you. So set yourself up in your little nook of practice and we can go ahead and get started. Let's start our practice in Baddha Konasana today. So come to lie on your back. Butterfly your knees open and wide. You can support your thighs on some blocks and just allow yourself to really melt in here. Closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or even placing a towel over your eyes so that you can start to allow your eyelids to blanket heavy and your gaze to sink inwards. And as you sink your gaze inwards, starting to tune in a little bit more. The practice of yoga really is so special in how it allows us to connect deeper to ourselves, to tune inwards, and to allow all of the distractions happening around us and outside of us to quiet down. Starting at the space between your eyebrows, your third eye center, broaden the space between your eyebrows, feeling for your face to automatically relax. Bring a little bit more attention to the sound and rhythm of your breath. Notice the rising and the falling of your chest with every breath, and see if you can lengthen the time period of your inhales and the length of your exhales. Creating this oceanic, rhythmic sound of your breath. As everything starts to quiet down around you, move one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Asking yourself what it is that you would like to set your intention around tonight or today. And maybe that intention is just simply gratitude. A full heart space of gratitude. Your next inhale, breathe in gratitude. Hold your breath at the very top. Allow that gratitude to linger around the space of your heart, your throat, the crown of the head. And then we'll let it go out into the universe. Exhale out the mouth. Let's take 2 more like that. Slow inhale. Breathing in all the gratitude. Eyes soft smile on the face. All the way to the top, and hold the gratitude at the top. Open your mouth, releasing it out. One more slow inhale. Draw in all of the gratitude around you. Feel how the breath moves along the length of your spine, through the chest, through the throat, through the crown of the head. That in itself is enough to be grateful for. Hold your gratitude at the top. Allow it to linger. Feel the heart beating in the chest. and releasing it out. Exhale. You can keep your eyes closed or softly closed. We'll start to bring our knees into our chest, hugging around the shins, and just rocking a little side to side, giving ourselves a nice full hug here. Feeling the chest on the thighs and your breath moving the heart into the thighs. You can take hands to inside arches of the feet and a gentle happy baby to start, just to start to waken up your hips, feeling for the outer hips, the inner thighs, gently stretching, gently waking up. Rock a little side to side. Feel all of the spaces around your spine. There's a saying that yoga is about the sensation. So really today, allow yourself to melt into all of the sensations of your practice. If it helps, you can close your eyes to conserve your energy and to bring your attention even more inwards. Let's take the feet together, soles of your feet connecting, and the hands come to the pinky edge sides of your feet. Pull the arches of your feet down towards your heart space. If the tailbone lifts up, go ahead and gently allow your tail to lift, a gentle traction on your low back here. And then think of taking the arches of your feet towards the center of your third eye. Relax your shoulder heads away from your ears more, creating more space in that neck. And then from there, we'll slowly hug our knees into our chest. Hold to the back of the thighs and the knees, really thighs on the chest. Keep the thighs on your chest. Start to straighten your legs a little bit more, feeling stretch in the hamstrings and activation in your core. And then go ahead and exhale, bend the knees. Now let's add a little bit of rocking. Inhale to straighten the legs. The hips can lift up more. Exhale to rebend. And your arms can slide along the length of your calves if you have the range of flexibility. Inhale, straightening. And exhale to bend. Inhale, one more. And exhale. Rock up and down your spine. We'll gain enough momentum to come to a nice tall seat with our legs facing straight out. Go ahead and bend your left knee into a seated tree pose and draw your right hip backwards. Lift your chest forward on the inhale, and then exhale, start to walk your hands forward. If you need to bend your knees or prop up your knee onto a block, that's a great modification so that you're really connecting the chest to your thighs. Let today's practice be all about connection of self to self. After all, yoga is that journey of yourself through yourself. Without using your hands, use your breath to activate. Every inhale, think of pulling your heart forward like a string, pulling that chest forward. And every exhale, allowing yourself to melt even closer to your thighs. Let your head go. You can rest the forehead onto your shin, or you can have it on a block. And then bring some awareness to your belly. Suck your belly in, and as you suck the belly in, move the ribcage forward along the length of your thigh to fold yourself deeper. Lengthen your spine halfway, inhale, and just walk your right hand to the inside of your thigh. The hand can stay down, and we'll start to rotate the ribcage open and side stretch. Left arm will lift up, inhale. And exhale, side bend up and over. Flex your right foot. And if you have a deeper range, you can grab onto the toes. And then again, think instead of chest facing down, that you're spiraling the rib cage to face up. Being easy here, we're still just waking up the body. And then fold yourself down through center. We'll walk the left hand back behind our hip, then lift up off of our hips and take gate pose, Parigasana. The right arm can reach up behind you and the hand can come behind the head. Open your elbow up towards the ceiling, chest towards the ceiling, and you'll feel your chest liberate, the heart lift up. It's really like a modified camel pose here. And then slowly Swim yourself back down to a seat. Let's take the other side. Left leg extends, right knee bends. Starting in your Janu Shri Shavasana, seated tree pose, draw your left femur back and then pull your chest forward. Flat back like a string, pulling the heart. Inhale, lengthen. And without using the hands to hold the foot, exhale, fold. Again, modification, bend the knee. You can even support it on a pillow, bolster, blocks. What we want here is activation in the leg. The hip draws back and activation with your breath. Every inhale to pull the heart forward and every exhale to soften your effort. So there's a balance here. And then to eventually allow your head to release down to your shin or a block, but allowing the connection to hold true. Lift yourself up halfway, inhale, flat back, and then exhale, left hand will come to the inside of your foot or your leg. Inhale, right arm rotates the chest up, spin your gaze up to the ceiling, and then side stretch. Keep your right hip down to the floor as you stretch your right arm up and over. And if you do have the connection of hand to foot, you can take it, remembering to open your chest up towards the ceiling instead of your chest facing down to the floor. And again, not chasing any aesthetics, but finding that sensation of a stretch, finding the sensation of grounding your right hip down. And slowly turn your chest down back to the floor. We'll walk our right hand back behind the right hip. Lift the hips up for Parigasana gate pose. And then lift the heart up towards the ceiling, opening your throat. Left arm can come up and back. And then taking your hand behind your head to really open your elbow back, opening the heart. And slowly to come on back. Cross your shins and just simply roll onto your hands and your knees for your tabletop. 5 simple, easy, feel-good cat-cows here. Spinning the inner arches of your inner creases of your elbows forward. And then taking your cat-cows, every inhaling to arch. And every exhale to round your spine, creating space. Moving nice and slow here, feeling each vertebrae moving with your breath. Feeling more emptying with your exhale. Rhythmic oceanic breath. Ujjayi starting to activate. Constriction at the back of the throat for audible inhale. Constriction at back of throat for audible exhale. Neutral spine, tuck your back toes, and then just make your way into a nice downward facing dog. Pedaling out your feet or taking any movements that are calling to you so that you make your down dog nice and dynamic. Make your down dog feel good. I think so often we take so many classes and we work so hard to achieve our goals, but don't lose sight of simply being in the moment, being present, and feeling all the sensations, all the feel-good moments. Don't forget to let yourself enjoy. And then eventually find a little stillness in your down dog. There are many ways to take a down dog. You can take the heart opener, chest pressing down towards the floor. You can take the closed rib variation, looking to your belly. You can take a bent knee with the heels high for more space. Find whatever down dog it is that is calling for you to express today. Soften your knees and move your gaze towards the hands. Slowly make your way to the top edge of the mat, separating your feet hips width apart, about 2 fists between the inner arches of your feet. Inhale to lengthen your spine, flat back, knees can bend, draw the hips back flat in the back, and then exhale, fold ribcage to your thighs. Hands to opposite elbows for ragdoll, gently swaying yourself a little side to side. You might even give your head a gentle shake of yes, a gentle shake of no to really release your neck. And if you would like to fold a little deeper, you can even hug yourself behind your calves. We kind of visited this shape on our backs. We can revisit this shape now standing up. Same thing, rib cage and thighs connect. Weight is in the balls of your feet. Tuck your chin to your chest, look to the belly, and then from there, lift the hips up and back. Spine's like a seesaw, so the more the crown of the head comes down towards the feet, the more the hips can lift. Gently release and keep the knees soft. From behind the belly, slowly unroll the spine vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up to a nice tall stance and rolling your shoulder heads back and down. Reach your arms up, stretch your abdomen, lift the shoulders up to your ears, and then exhale, bend your knees, interlace your hands at your low back. Lift your chest, stretch the shoulders, maybe even add the throat, lift the chin up towards the ceiling. Then hinge at your hips, folding your chest to your thighs first before sending the fists up and over. Nice shoulder stretch here. Hands will release down to the floor. Lengthen your spine, inhale, flat back. And then exhale, lunge your left leg back into a low runner's lunge. Press through your left heel and straighten your left leg as much as you can, waking up the top of that left thigh. Dip the hips down, belly can stay on the thigh, and then lift your gaze up. Then straighten your right leg, belly to your thigh, pressing into the ball of your right foot. 2 more times. Bend and lunge forward, back leg is active and straightening, look up. Straighten, exhale. And once more. Rebend your right knee, inhale, back leg as straight as you can make it. Exhale. Rebend your right knee, and the left knee can stay up or you can lower it down. Left hand down, sweep your right arm up for an easy twist. Look up to your right hand. And then think of using your legs more so that you can really lift out of that bottom left hand. Strong legs here. Allow it to start to feel like a burn in your outer right hip. Give some gratitude to that feeling of burn. That is the feeling of strength building. Hold and breathe. Inhale, the hand can lift higher. Exhale, you can revolve your chest more open. Now from here, the left hand is going to plant down into the floor. Peace fingers will wrap your right big toes. Spin the outer edge of your left foot down to the mat, or you can lower the knee and pivot the shin. We'll take our right leg up into a side plank variation. Now, whether the knee is down or lifted, what you want to avoid is the sag of the hips. Drive your bottom hip up towards the ceiling and open your chest. Breathing for 3. If you don't have the toe, that's okay too. For 2. And for 1, keep this right leg lifted. We'll pivot it back to center. Again, if your knee is lifted, it's going to look like a 3-legged high plank. And hold steady in your plank. Dome your upper back, scoop your tailbone under. Modification, the knee is down. Breathing for 3. Again, feel the burn, wake up the core for 2. Back leg is straight, lock out the knee. For 1, exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale back. Exhale across the body, left try. Inhale it back. Exhale to your right try. Inhale back, down dog split, right leg up and back. Bend your knee and stack your hips, opening the hip angle. It should feel so nice. And I really like this modification. Lift your bottom heel high. Bend your bottom knee. Move the knee to the left. So taking the knee wide and then peel your right knee wider. Opening your hips more. Squeeze the heel towards your butt. You can even flex the foot. And then exhale, right knee to your right tricep. Step your right foot wide. Back knee comes down. Lizard lunge. Let's start our lunge with an engaged lizard. So if you would like, you can have some blocks underneath your forearms. And we'll press our left knee back, keeping it nice and straight. From here, press your hips down towards the floor, feeling all the strength in your legs. If you are more open, the lower your forearms come, the more challenging this posture will be. Stay strong. Keep that back knee lifted. Mind is strong, body is strong. Face is relaxed. Back knee can lower down to the floor, and then we can take our lizard pose. Allow yourself to open the outer right hip, open the front of your back thigh. There are a couple of variations in your lizard. For today, if you are feeling pretty comfortable, and let's say that the forearms are down on the floor, then go ahead and open the arch of your foot. So we'll come to the pinky edge side of our foot, lifting the inner arch and allowing ourselves to come even deeper into our lizard pose. Notice your shoulders, relax them away from your ears. And now we'll plant that foot back down and hug our right knee against our shoulders. So we'll integrate out our lizard and shorten the stance, about 90-90 in the knees. If all that is nice and easy for you, start to walk the right arm underneath your right thigh, and the hand is going to hold the outside, the pinky edge side of the foot. Walking that shoulder underneath and seeing if the crown of the head can come down next to the arch of your foot. Suck your belly in, move the sensation to your ribs, and fold deeper. If you still have a little more space, you can tuck chin to your chest and maybe even walk the head underneath your leg. Advanced practitioners, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and you can hold in this shape. Slowly to release your head back out. Now try to hold behind your right ankle. Walk your left hand forward a little bit more, diagonally from your right foot. Shift the weight forward into your right leg. Level 1s can stay here. Hug that right knee into your shoulder. Level 2s, Tuck chin to your chest, look down, and lift your leg up into this lizard standing split. And we'll slowly release our left foot forward, unwinding your spine into medium-legged forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, soften your knees. The belly can rest to the inside of your thighs as you fold. If you have a deeper fold, of course, you can straighten your legs. You can even walk your hands back between your heels. Same applies here. Suck belly in, thinking a little bit of Uddiyana action. Rib cage opens as you fold deeper down. So really the feeling is belly button to your heart to lengthen your spine, but at the same time allowing you more space to round your spine for these folds. Inhale, flat back, lengthen your spine. And exhale, toe heel your feet hips width apart. Padangustasana. Peace fingers will wrap your big toes. Flat back, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. Step into your own peace fingers, trusting your weight into your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. And exhale, forward fold, feet together. Rise to stand all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, prayer to heart. Let's take a side stretch. The Bikram half moon. Interlace your hands into Kali Mudra, releasing the index fingers and crossing at the thumbs. Inhale, stretch your shoulders up to your ears, belly stretching, abdomen stretching, legs grounding, pulling in two directions. And then exhale to your right. Straight elbows, hug the elbows against the temples of your head and straighten the arms like a line as your legs ground you down, straighter quads, straighter knees. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, contract the core, rise back up. Inhale, stretch the shoulders up, and exhale to your left. Hug your elbows against your head and ground your feet. Step your right foot down, stretch your arms longer. Exhale to contract the core, rise back up. Inhale to look up, and then exhale, open your throat, look up. Lift your shoulders up and point at what you look at. Reversing. Point forward and look at what you point at. Coming through a straight line all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. And exhale, lunge your right leg back into a low runner's lunge. Press through your right heel and straighten your right leg like something fierce. Press it straight and then dip your hips down, look up. As you exhale, keep the belly to your thighs, straighten the left leg, pressing into the ball of your left foot. Inhale to re-lunge forward, lifting your chest, straightening that right leg. Exhale. One more time. Rebend your left knee. Inhale to lift. And exhale to straighten. Now rebend your left knee. And keeping your right hand down, we'll peel the left arm up for an easy twist. Use your legs more so that you grow out of that right shoulder. Thinking of left hand up towards the ceiling. Instead of all of your weight collapsing down, lift it up. Arm and legs both working. Breathe in. Twist, breathe out. Keep the hips square. Inhale. And exhale. Look down and plant the right hand firmly. Peace fingers wrap your left big toes. And again, you can lower the knee and pivot the shin or turn the outer edge of the foot down and take it into your side plank. Pressing your hip away from the floor, lifting it high to look up. Float it back into a three-legged high plank. Stay strong here, straighten the legs. As you exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, three-legged high plank. Exhale across the body. Inhale. To your left shoulder. Take it back, down dog split. And bend your knees, stack your hips. There's that option here to lift your heel high and bend your right knee. The right knee, instead of internally rotating, take the femur wide and then peel your left knee wide. So we're using our adductors here to really strengthen and stretch. Then take left knee to your left tricep and step the foot outside of your hand. Coming for your lizard lunge. Now we'll start with engaged lizard. Forearms can come down to the floor, back leg is active. Entire sole of the foot starts planted down and the right leg straight. Try your best to straighten your spine instead of rounding. Right knee can rest down, and you can modify with blocks or however you would like. And if you are quite open in your lizard, you can go ahead and let your left knee butterfly wide, lifting the inner arch of your foot and thinking of melting your chest even closer down towards the floor. Close your eyes, notice the sensations happening in your body. And we'll take our time and we'll come back to reintegrate our lizard. So plant the entire sole of your foot down and shorten your stance into this 90-90 lizard. Hug your left knee close to your left shoulder. Squeeze it in. And then the hand and the shoulder can walk behind the calf. Hand can hold behind the ankle, crown of the head down to the inside arch of the foot. And if that's opening up nicely, you can start to tuck chin to your chest and walk the leg behind the head. And if you want to take it up even more, you can lift that back knee. Reversing nice and slow, coming back onto your hands. And if you have that shoulder behind your leg, great, hold it there. If not, the hand just plants firmly down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Walk in. Level one can just stay here, drawing the gaze down towards your belly. Level two, find your balance, and then lift. Right leg is up. Look to your top lifted leg. Return nice and slow. Coming into your medium-legged forward fold, inhale, and exhale, fold down. Final few standing postures is your Titibasana variations. So if you have a strap, that might come in handy, especially if you're tighter in your hips and hamstrings. But let me demonstrate. Bend your knees as much as you need to really squeeze the outsides of your ribs. So your inner thighs and your rib cage should be connecting. From there, walk your hands back behind your legs. And this might be enough for many of us. That's totally fine to just stay. Or the hand can hold behind your ankles and think about walking your shoulders in between your legs. And this is okay to stay. Now for some of you, look to your belly button and maybe your hands will come back behind your back to touch. Try bending your knees, sit on your triceps and squeeze. This might help you interlock the hands. Then from there you can straighten and look to where the sun don't shine. Titibasana. Now if the hands are very far, instead of struggle, take the strap to your hips and let them dangle behind your legs. Start to rotate one arm back at a time and find one strap at a time. It might help to bend your knees. Once you have the strap, straighten your legs and squeeze. Then use your arms to push back at the same time. So I'm broadening my collarbones as I squeeze my inner thighs in. It's a push-pull action. And slowly to release. Straighten your legs and just windshield wiper your hips a little side to side. No struggle here, simply allowing all the sensations to kind of wash over you. And the final Titibasana variation is going to be the arm balance. So easier if you have blocks, and we'll take these blocks just behind our ankles. We want it so that our hands can cup the edges of the blocks. And you'll bend your knees to walk the hands back, cup the edges of the blocks, and squeeze your elbows in just like chaturanga arms. Take your thighs to the triceps and then broaden your collarbones. Look forward. Start to lean back and lift your chest forward. Squeeze your thighs into your arms into your thighs. And if the feet lift, that's great. You can cross your ankles. You can bend your chest down more and then straighten your arms. Or some of you can straighten your legs. And if you come to fall down on the floor, you're one step ahead of us. Come to sit down. Sit up nice and tall and hug that rib cage to your thighs again. Point your toes and lift the heels. Cup your heels. One foot at a time, start to lean back onto your tailbone, and you can lift. One, and then once you have your balance, lift two. So this is kind of like Navasana, but we're not taking the core so much. In fact, we're balancing and hugging ourselves. So level one, tight hamstrings, stay with the knee bent, hug the chest to the thighs. Level two, start to straighten your legs up. Keep thinking chest, heart up towards your thighs, legs straight up. Now keep the legs up, whether they're bent or straight. Walk one hand back behind you, second hand back. Lift your chest and lift your legs. Lower down to a low boat. Level one can stay with the forearms down. Feel the burn in the core. Level twos, arms out. Hands to your thighs. Thighs up, hands down. Push and lift. So you're creating opposition in your own body. Let the feeling burn. That's the strength building. Appreciate that sensation, that you can feel that burn in your core. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lie down onto your backs and hug your knees in. Take a few circles, knees open, knees closed. And then circle in the other direction. And there's a couple of options here for us. We'll take reclined pigeon, level 1, right ankle to your left thigh, opening the right knee wide, and maybe even threading through to take the reclined pigeon. Level 2s can take the double pigeon, ankle to your left shin, lifting your chest forward, and then starting to walk yourself down. Won't be in this pigeon for a little while, so whatever props you would like to support your pigeon, please definitely take them, make yourself comfortable, and allow your hips to open. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Bring your attention to the spaces that you feel sensation. And then see if you can surrender into those spaces. Every inhale, breathe into the tight space, expanding the cells. Every exhale, moving into that new space. And if this feels good for you, absolutely, I invite you to stay. Only if you're craving for more, you can start to take it into a seated figure 4 to cradle your shin. So that we'll come to sit up with our shin towards our chest, long spine. And this is a great place to stay as well, or your double pigeon. Or if you would like, start to walk that thigh over your shoulder and take the head to the arch of the foot. And we'll take compass pose. So the thumb faces down, comes to the top of the foot, holds the pinky edge side of the foot, and then start to extend your leg. Notice this right shoulder, wrap it back, and then open your chest, just like we were when we were in seated tree pose. Very similar shape, right? So Janu Shri Shavasana is a great prerequisite for your compass pose. Slowly returning. And we can take the other side for a double pigeon. So if you're on your backs, switch left ankle to the right thigh. If you're sitting up, left ankle on top of right thigh. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, folding forward. Again, using whatever props are calling to you for this pose. Shoulders softening away from the ears. Every inhale, chest pulling forward, and every exhale to fold deeper. And again, visualization is very powerful here. So wherever you feel the sensations, take your awareness there. Visualize your breath creating space. Think of all of your muscle cells from being tightly jam-packed to having more space with every inhale. Thinking of those cells spreading spaciously. And then every exhale to allow them to elongate. And you're more than welcome to stay here. Or if you're moving a little deeper, coming into that seated figure 4. Into a cradling position with your shin, lifting your chest, staying or walking thigh over the shoulder, foot to the forehead, or compass pose, thumb facing down to the top edge of the foot, to the pinky edge side of the foot. Hand down and kicking out as much as you can, rolling the left shoulder back and opening your chest up. Finding that sideways stretch here. And slowly to return. We'll come on back down to lie down. Everybody take a happy baby. Hands to inside arches of your feet. Plug your knees down, plug your tailbone down. And then straddle your legs wide for reclined straddle pose. Zip your legs together, hands down by your sides. Modification, legs up the wall for your passive inversion. For anything more, you can take headstand, you can take handstand, or you can take shoulder stand. Wiggle your shoulder heads underneath you, so really pad up your shoulder heads. And then lift your legs up and back to the floor behind you. Wiggle so that you're really not on your neck. Really, there should be nothing on your neck. And then you can start to take the hands to the back, lifting up one leg at a time. Chin slightly away from chest. You're not pressing the chin up, but it's just neutral. You're not tucking the chin down. You're just looking straight up. You might start to straighten your legs up. Zipping your inner thighs. If you have unsupported shoulder stand, you can take that. It's the same low boat shape we were in before. Press thighs to hands, hands to thighs. And slowly, knees down to your third eye center. Knees wide to hover over your ears. Listening to the sound of your own breath. Maybe the hands reach back, cupping the heels. And you can even press the legs straight. Hands down by the floor, and then slowly to unroll your spine. Hands down underneath your tailbone, propping yourself up for fish pose. Lift your chest and open your throat. Breathe in. And exhale, release, breathing out. If you would like any last minute twists, please take them. Otherwise, make yourself comfortable for a Shavasana with a short sound bath meditation. Once you're all ready for your Shavasana, lengthen your shoulders into a mat and lengthen your tail into a mat. Relax your face, relax your shoulders. Allow your eyelids to feel like a heavy blanket over your gaze. Feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper, heavier and heavier, to melt into your mat. Take a full breath in through your nose. And open your mouth, sigh it out. One more, full breath in. Breathe in all the life of breath. And breathe it out. Find an easy, steady breath, gently inhaling and exhaling out your nose. Relax your jaw. Allow the tongue to release from the roof of the mouth. And bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. Seeing if you can relax it even more. The space of your third eye being the space that sees everything, your true self. Bring your attention to your eyes. Allow all the muscles around your eyes to soften. Giving gratitude to your sight. Everything you're able to see. Even seeing within. Give gratitude to your sight. Bring your attention to your throat. Feeling for your breath moving in through your throat and out through your throat. And giving gratitude for your voice. The center of expression for your true self. Give gratitude for every word, every breath that comes out of your mouth from your throat. Bring your attention to your heart. Feel it beating against your chest. Give gratitude for every heartbeat. Every drop of passion, desire, that stems from your heart. Bring your attention to your belly, the fire that hovers around your navel. Feel it rise up and down with every breath. Give gratitude for how it fires you, the center of drive, of strength. Even of life. Give gratitude for how it can digest, how it provides sustenance. Give gratitude for its strength. And how it holds you strong, centered to your core. Bring your awareness to your lower belly. The center just at the base of your pelvis. And bring your awareness towards your tailbone, the root. Give gratitude for how it grounds you, how it provides stability. How whenever you feel lost, you can come back to the center of your root, the center of your intention and purpose. To know that you are never truly lost, that you are always rooted. Bring your attention to your knees, giving gratitude for how it allows you to move. Its flexibility to go forward and go backward, up and down, so that you are never stuck, but are presented with many paths. Bring your attention to your feet. Feel the energy around your toes. Give gratitude for every part of your feet, for how it holds you up every single day, how it carries you through every single moment. Know that you are never stuck, that you have many paths yet to explore. Bring your attention to your palms. Feel the energy lingering around your fingertips. Give gratitude for the ability to control and take action with just your own hands. To know that you are always in choice of the actions you take. Bring attention back to the crown of your head and to the energy that lingers above, the center that allows you to connect to something outside of you. Give gratitude for the knowledge that is within, and the knowledge that is available out. Feel for the energy connecting through the crown of your head to the universe outside of you. Give gratitude for knowledge. And your capacity to absorb it. You are an infinite cycle of possibility. Possibility from within, and even possibility connected outward. Give gratitude to yourself completely. Give gratitude to everything in your life completely. To know that everything has a reason and that you are perfect exactly as you should and are. Give gratitude to yourself. Give gratitude to all in your life. Thank you everyone for joining me for practice. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, week, month. I'll see you guys next time. Namaste.